Do you ever wonder what could be making you feel not your best? Here are some daily activities and products that could be the culprits. So let's get right to it. It's always a good idea to wash all makeup off your face daily, but to keep bacteria and germs away from your eyes, nose, and mouth, forget the washcloth. Instead, opt for a cotton, lint-free, disposable cloth. They are strong and absorbent, and they remove makeup easily, especially if you use micellar water. The second way to have potential health issues is, let's face it, our animals. They either leave hair or fur as well as debris from their paws if they go outdoors all over our home. Lint rollers or brushes are a must to help remove some of this stuff that is everywhere, whether you realize it or not. Wiping down your dog's coat and paws is always a good idea after a walk outside. After all, you don't know what may be lurking between those toes. Lint rollers or brushes are a must have if you have furry friends, and a lot easier to use than pulling out a vacuum. Wiping your bed with a lint brush is essential if you allow your pets to sleep with you on your bed. Taking up your valuable sleep space is one thing, but leaving behind fragments of their day when they go in and out of the house is another. Do yourself that favor. Run that lint brush over your sheets to remove any unwanted lint, hair, fur, and dander, and be sure to shake out your comforter and blankets. This is an actual sample of how much lint, dirt, and hair my two little dogs bring into the bedroom. These are all potential culprits for irritated sinuses and infections. Obviously, being outdoors can wreak havoc on a lot of people's sinuses, but if you do any yard work or gardening, it is easy to bring the outdoors inside. Not only dirt, but allergic spores from plants, weeds, and feral animals that wander on your property. It is hard to avoid getting debris in your hair or exposed limbs, especially if it is a windy day. So take that into consideration when you need to come back into the house. Also, be aware of how you are feeling depending on the type of ground cover you use and the plants you are surrounded by. Straw and pine is great for a winter cover, but you may want to remove it in the spring. I find straw is a little irritating on my nose. Going forward, opted for something else like landscape mulch, lava rocks, gravel that may be less irritating to my senses. My dogs were opting to roll in the straw and then bring that into the house, and that was creating havoc on my sinuses. With this said, once you are finished with your yard work, it is best to take a shower, wash your hair, as well as get the gardening clothes into the wash to reduce the spread of irritants in your home. So, as I said, washing your clothes right after a workout or gardening is the best thing to remove bacteria and unnecessary irritants. But what you wash them in can be just as important. Using a clear liquid detergent that is free of dyes and perfumes, that is also good for sensitive skin, is my go to choice. I found that pods are too one size fits all as far as load size, and if doing a small load, I do not want that much detergent in the mix. Instead, I will use very little detergent, but I do add a laundry booster like borax, because using too much detergent will not rinse out of the clothes completely unless you run an extra rinse cycle. This is especially true of bulky items like towels. I know a lot of people like using fabric softener in the wash, but you are undoing your use of the dye fragrance free detergent option. It also leaves a coating on towels that makes them less absorbent. So, to keep everything skin friendly, opt out of using fabric softeners. If you do find your towels are not as fluffy or soft, wash your towels with white vinegar. Most likely, there is detergent that has not rinsed out of the fibers, and this will help eliminate the problem. Yep, it's time for drying the clothes, but wait a minute. Again, don't undo the good you've done by adding fragrance dryer sheets. You will be adding perfume, a potential irritant, back into the laundry, which is what you wanted to avoid in the first place. Instead, try wool dryer balls to help dry your clothes faster and fluff them up and help with static cling. You will not only save drying time and energy, but also the planet since they are being recycled. Whenever there is an odor, the first thing most people want to do is whip out that air freshener. These are loaded with perfumes, and they generally only last a short period of time, and they really are just masking the true cause: dirt, moldy surfaces, bacteria. Ew, these are what are causing the smells. In addition, air fresheners can irritate the nasal passages and throat, making not only you sneeze, but other innocent victims, like your dogs and cats. Get to the root of the problem by disinfecting and cleaning surfaces when the odors pop up. A good scrub of the two main areas of your home, the culprits for most odors, the kitchen and the bathroom, will definitely help. Also, don't let your dirty laundry pile up. There is no air freshener that will be able to clean your clothes. It is not always apparent as to what might make you feel off a lot of days, but once you find the first culprit and deal with it, you can keep making positive adjustments going forward. I know I have had a lot of those aha moments realizing that it was something I was doing differently or not at all that triggered some of my issues. If some of these sound familiar, trial and error will be the best way to sort the culprit out. And of course, please see a medical professional for a thorough evaluation when symptoms persist.